Facebook as well as on YouTube. And I'm talking about Carmen Gamieldien. She is the visionary, the founder, the everything of Meraki Property Solutions. And she's back here today. And we're going to be chatting about, of course, it is called the World of Property. That is this particular slot, the World of Property with Meraki Property Solutions. But we're going to be talking about the roadshow. I was privileged to be part of the first one, skipped the second one, and hopefully, Carmen, I'll be back with you on this coming Saturday. But welcome to you.
Good afternoon, listeners. Good afternoon, Marco. It's good to be back.
It's good to be back. It feels weird to only have you here every second Tuesday. As I was saying at the very first property roadshow, it was just a strange because I think it's more than just this conversation about your business. I think it just become part and parcel of a Tuesday here on CCFM. But welcome to you again, and you're looking good.
Thank you.
I've been saying that a lot. She's looking good. But both of us, we off the dreaded sugar. And I think the results are showing now as well. But come check us out here on Facebook as well as on YouTube. And if we have just a time frame or a slot for questions, we'll get there a little bit later. But let's talk about the Property Roadshow. Carmen, how has that been for you? You went out on a limb a little bit to go and do this, and from my perspective, from my side, just before you answer, I enjoyed that first one. It was great to be amongst the people, great spirit there, and now chatting to you beforehand. A little bit nervous, but more excited about the thing. How was that for you?
Sure. I must say, leading up to the event, everything was going fine. But on the Saturday morning, I must say I got a bit of a rush there, of feeling a bit overwhelmed. But I tell you, a little bit of prayer and a lot of support there as well. Like you say, it went off really well. I was actually, like, I knew the need that there was in the community for that topic, but to actually see it in reality and to see the number of people that is experiencing challenges in that area around deceased estates and half-share transfers, it was actually quite shocking for me to see that the number of people that are going through this on a regular basis. And the fact that we could be there to help that support. I mean, even after the event, Muxina had literally a queue waiting for her, to handle queries, and, people ready with the paperwork, they came prepared. So that was really just such a blessing, Marco.
Yes.
Just, that we were able to help people and that they could have a little bit of hope that, they're going to get through this challenge.
Okay, so in that, we now spoke a little bit about that first offering, but just the whole idea behind the Property Roadshow, what was that all about, though?
So really it was, this 15-minute slot I keep on telling you is not long enough, Marco.
Listen, if Skip was a person, it's this lady over here. Just saying.
So we had to look at the way of extending the 15 minutes. So because you couldn't give it to me on air, we said, let's take it to the community. But also, the reason we did it on a Saturday, because we know most people work in the week. So we really also didn't want to do it here at the CCFM hall. We wanted to go into the community. And the whole part is really, it was about making it accessible to the community, making it accessible to the listeners, and really also getting that face-to-face connection.
Okay, and already a couple of the comments coming through. I'll see if I can pop it into our own comments over here on the live feed that we've got. This one that came through, so it will come across as CCFM saying this, but somebody sent this message. Let me see if I can pop it on the screen for you. This one says, ICCFM, having dealt with quite a few estate agents and agencies before, I've never come across someone as passionate as Carmen. She has a heart for the community and she has built a phenomenal team. I can attest to that. They all look so pretty in their, was it magenta?
Magenta.
Yes, all of them. Even Eleanor, that's a hashtag saying, Eleanor's my favorite. We saw them all kitted out nicely on the first day. And again, just touching on this person says she has art for the community, and I think the community has got lots of time for you as well. I saw that it was wonderful. How was that turnout for you, by the way?
Sure. We expected a bit more according to the registrations. I would say about 130 people registered, but in the final tally for the day was only about 80. But at first when you organize events, you will always look at numbers, and when the numbers are less, there's a slight bit of disappointment. But afterwards, when you reflect and look, then it's like, did that 80 people that were here, they get value?
Yeah.
And I believe that they did, Marco. And the feedback that we got from people that attended was that they were really grateful and they really appreciated that session. And, some people, it's like, we're coming next week, even though the topic is different.
Yeah.
You had some people that came as well and said they will come this Saturday as well because they just enjoyed the vibe and they enjoyed the information. So, even though like the past Saturday was more around buying and selling, we had people there that, one of my aunties that's such a great support. She's in her 70s and she attended, but she said she actually enjoyed it. It was so informative because there's just things that people don't know, and learning new things is always a benefit.
I think it was just something different, and I've got a few comments just for you on the screen here. And first and foremost, let's shout out to this lady, Eleanor Stoffberg, always tuned in for this. Says the roadshow was epic. It wasn't epic. It is still epic because it's still happening this coming Saturday. That's the third one. And then this one, let me have a look, see. It says, Carmen is such an amazing woman of God, and may God elevate Meraki properties to greater heights in Jesus' name. That's from Taz at Genesis Style. And love that hearing from the people. I think there was one more that I wanted to just to showcase on the screen here. This one says, "Hi guys, I was at the roadshow on Saturday in Plumstead, and where can I get the contact numbers of all the guys that were from the banks? Thanks for the prizes." Okay, listen, I enjoyed the prizes also as well. The first one I gave a few prizes away there as well. Am I going to give prizes away again?
Yes, there's always prizes.
Okay, I'm there for that. But also she mentions the banks, and I want to say this though. That's part of why you need to be there to be able to get close contact with them. So I'm going a little bit off script there, but just talk about, we spoke off air about this in just terms of just getting to see a person there instead of being maybe intimidated by an institution's name.
Okay, so the way Meraki works is we are a direct vendor with the 4 main banks as well as SA Home Loans. So for people that don't know, if you are applying for a bond through Capitec, it is underwritten by SA Home Loans, and the bond would be coming from SA Home Loans. So if you look at it, it's the 4 main banks plus Capitec / SA Home Loans. But like the SA Home Loans consultant said, come straight to me. Don't go through Capitec.
Oh, okay.
Because it was quite fun how the banks were in the one-way banting about whose product, who can offer the best product or the most unique product. But just to see them as well connecting and chatting and sharing ideas and things, that was so great. So the feedback that we got about Saturday as well, that just the atmosphere that everybody experienced. So with the banks, that Meraki is a direct vendor with the 4 main banks and SA Home Loans. So any applications for credit or pre-qualifications that we do, we've got one generic form that we let the potential purchaser complete, and then we can distribute it to all the main banks plus SA Home Loans, so that the buyer is not completing 4 or 5 different kinds of forms. And in that way, we then get the banks to compete to give us the best offer or the best package for the prospective buyer. So the answer would be is to come directly through to Meraki as the main contact, and we will then bridge that gap between us and the consultant, and see how we can set up a consultation with them. It was nice to what I like about Saturday was for the people to start to get to know the faces of the bond consultants that we're dealing with, and know that once your application comes in, it's not just going up into thin air or into smoke. It's not just going through a computer or an algorithm. These are the actual people that is drafting your application, that is vetting your application, and the ones that give us feedback that we are dealing with.
Okay, good. And so let's hear about these fantastic keynote speakers, and let's talk about the expertise that they bring to the event. Number one, we have this lady called Carmen Gamieldien. And then my other favorite person is my favorite attorney, of course, Muhsina Ismail. And then you need to tell us more about Chantal Roberts as well.
Okay, so what I will be speaking about, and Saturday's topic is a slightly different, but Saturday we will be talking about mastering career planning, right? And the purpose really around that is for people to understand that being a real estate agent, or we known as property practitioners these days, is a profession. It's a career. It's not just a by the way thing, or a part-time thing, or I don't know what to do with my life anymore thing. Being a real estate agent is a profession, it's a career, and it's something you need to plan for. So I will be speaking around the qualifications that you need to become a qualified estate agent, the process that you need to follow to become a qualified estate agent, and also the changes that are taking place in the industry from the 1st of July. The industry training regulations will be changing from the 1st of July 2024, and they're going to be expecting agents or persons to be doing part of their qualification first before they can even step into a estate agency firm, right? So I will be going through all of that. So anybody who wants to know more about becoming an estate agent, or even just to know that when dealing with an estate agent, what the criteria should be, that knowing when you're dealing with an estate agent that you are dealing with a professional that has been through classroom training, that has been through workplace training, and that actually has worked towards becoming qualified and serving you, whether you're selling or leasing, right? And then Muhsina will come in and give us a bit an idea. She will be talking more the qualifications of an attorney in general, and not just particularly a conveyancer, and what steps people would need to take if they are looking at becoming an attorney as a career, and the steps to follow. And also, one of my interns this year, it's the first year, and she actually connected with me last year already, like mid last year, before she started her matric finals, and she started making inquiries already on what is required to become an estate agent. And I found that so amazing, because when you go to these school graduations, grade R or grade 7, whatever, and they ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? Estate agent is never in that vocabulary, and I want to see that change. And it's starting. We can see a bit of it, but even at career fairs and career planning days, we want to see more of the estate agent coming in, because
Note to self, we're booking Carmen for the next career expo. Yeah, so definitely you're gonna avail yourself.
Absolutely.
But also at the grade R orientation or something like that, one year, one of the kids said, I want to be a skateboard.
Okay.
Maybe a skateboarder, but he said he wants to
Yes,
be a
a
skateboarder. He cracked
skateboard.
us all up. That could be a career as well. But we gotta move on quickly. See,
Okay.
I see why you want more time, but it's your own fault. Just want to say this in terms of just your vision for this event, in terms of those are coming, because you already mentioned we had the first one and people said we're not
Mm,
even sure what they're going to be talking about. The
mm,
next one they want
mm,
to be there, but I think maybe besides the gifts, I think maybe it
mm.
could be that that they are getting. Tell us about just what the benefit will be for them, especially in the respective fields versus those who are aspiring to enter into specialized industries.
So I feel it's really just going to be information, Marco. And then we also just need to add that Chantal Roberts will be speaking about she's a financial service provider and how to follow that career path. So it's really about following career paths, what to do in order to follow career paths in specialized fields. And it's very difficult when you're at school to actually identify the career path that you want to be in. But if I found that having sessions like this helps people make informed
Mm,
decisions. So if you can come find out a little bit more about what it actually entails, even people that are going to grade the grade where they need to do these subject
yeah, yeah,
choices.
yeah.
If you don't know what career path you are following, then it's very very difficult to choose
Your
your
subjects, yeah.
subjects, because now you choose your subjects perhaps on what you like or where you're getting the most marks in and things like that. But when it comes time to do those applications for tertiary education, then you realize my subject choices doesn't match that.
Mm.
So when you start being informed and start working towards that at a relatively early stage, then it does help you better with your career planning.
Yeah, and it's just not just another property roadshow,
Mm,
ladies and gentlemen.
mm,
This is a well-informed and well-thought-out roadshow where more than just real estate is involved. There's other things like you just hear about proper career planning in there as well. So I would advise you, even if you have children that's maybe undecided as well, can bring them along, and it's great fun. Somebody says, "Marco, I love the snacks there as well." I will not out that person. Say my net. But this person also asked Marco, and I wanted to ask this at the end, but I'll maybe ask it now. Morning to Marco and to Carmen. When will
mm.
Meraki maybe come to the northern suburbs in the future? Okay, Carmen
Okay.
myself is talking about that, and sorry, northern suburbs folks that you missed out, but we'll make a plan. We've
Oh.
got venues there.
Mm,
Hashtag just saying that, and that will maybe even enable me to stay the whole time there.
okay.
Hashtag just saying. So we'll get to. Are you planning, by the way?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
definitely.
so we'll make a plan for the northern suburbs. And just talking about also, you've been here for a while on this
Mm.
show, and people now know the name Meraki Property Solutions. But let's talk about your collaboration with CCFM, and then also let's talk about the participation of the various exhibitors and what unique opportunities will attendees, that's you folk that's coming,
Yes.
will have to network and to learn from the industry experts.
Okay, so we've also invited BBC, the Business Breakfast Club,
I
which
know those people.
I'm a very proud member of
Oh.
BBC, and that is actually how I got connected to CCFM as well. So I feel that the networking is key in any business. So if you're in career planning and your plan is perhaps now already you've got entrepreneur in mind, or at least you even running a small little business now while you still doing your day job, or while you're still at school, and you've got an entrepreneurial spirit. I feel that the connection with BBC is going to be value.
Yeah.
They've got a good networking platform. Kenny, the founder and visionary around from of BBC, is what we call our dot connector.
Yeah.
So she's just got a magical way of connecting people. I mean, if I look at putting the roadshow together, Marco, when it came to for instance, printing of the pamphlets, Pro Digital came from from the BBC network. If I look at the design and artwork, Genesis of the BBC network supported me in that. Even Trinity Financial Solutions was through the BBC network, CCFM as well. So the network is definitely a good place to be for anybody that is looking at just elevating their career and their path.
I know how miss Kenny. Kenny hasn't been here for a while. Must make a plan to get Kenny back, but I'm looking forward to seeing her.
Then we've also got Dare to Dream. I see Christian was on the show the other day. So Dare to Dream will be joining us as well. And he's got a few of the participants of Dare to Dream, which I'm excited about, that is also coming to attend, about 10 of them. And then he's also got good value to add. I mean, he's an author, he's a mentor, and he's running this wonderful initiative with the youth as well in the underprivileged areas. And he's got so much value to bring, and his books will be available there as well on exhibit and for sale.
Okay, we got to land, and this is a final opportunity this time around for those who want to attend to come to the third and final one of the Meraki Property Roadshow. So, as managing director, I like that for you, of Meraki Property Solutions, what do you hope attendees will take away from this whole roadshow, and how does it align with your values and mission and statement or mission of Meraki Property Solutions?
So I really hope that people will be informed, people will feel that they learned something, people will feel that they met new people, that they connected, and that they really got value out of it. You know, our heart is really to inspire, educate, and uplift people, and to teach them or to give them more knowledge about the real estate industry and dealing with real estate agents, and even just dealing with real estate transactions, Marco. And that is really our purpose, to connect people, to get people informed and educated, and to add value.
Awesome. So again, just details for this coming Saturday. How do they get their hands on tickets? And let's end over the blast.
So this Saturday, we will be at the Radiant AFM Church in Athlone. We're just also grateful to all the churches that have opened up their doors for us so that we could bring the event at no charge. So the free tickets are available on Quicket. If you search World of Property Show on Quicket, you will be able to book your free ticket. Otherwise, you can WhatsApp me on 079 495 7358. I repeat, 079 495 7358. And that is this Saturday, the 23rd of March. Registration and coffee from 9:15, and then the seminar starts at 10.
I think I'll be there 9:10 for the snacks and coffee. But with that, it was great having you. Of course, in studio with me. If you want to get a hold of Carmen, you can email her, carmen@merakipropertysolutions.co.za, or you can just give her a call on 079 495 7358. That number, one more time for Carmen, is 079 495 7358. Email carmen@merakipropertysolutions.co.za. Let's go to a break, and when I come back, we're going to fiddle with the riddle. I did not forget about you, Carmen. I like the riddle. Do you like the riddle? Ooh, he's a break cake. So we're going to fiddle with the riddle when we come back.
Oh. I didn't hear the riddle, did I?